Destiny 2, the number weapon review. The number auto rifle is a Future World Call auto rifle, and I'd say it's pretty good. It's not the best, it's not a Uriel's gift, and it's definitely not a prosecutor, and it still doesn't beat the Mida. So, I'd say this auto rifle is decent, and I'd say it's pretty good for PvE and PvP as long as you don't run into the Mida multiple times. And I'd say it's a pretty good gun. Overall, the perks are pretty nice. You got a precision frame, which gives you a little bit better recoil pattern than usual. You get the Candle PS sight, you get the Flash HS5 sight, and you have the extended mag on here, and ricochet rounds, which I'm using right now, just because of the fact that it turns up the range and stability and handling, I think. And then you have high impact reserves, the trait of this weapon. The rounds at the end of this magazine deal more damage, so basically is glass half full from Destiny 1. So I'd say the overall perk setup here, I'd say is more towards PvE because you're going to be concentrating on a single target a lot longer than usual, especially on bosses or any higher value targets. And basically you can shred through the shield and just keep shooting this thing to the head until it does like its max damage, being the last round, because high impact reserves does a small thing different, or something a little bit different than half glass full. The huge thing is that as closer you get to the last bullet, the damage goes higher and higher. So it's not like it jumps from 70 to 75 for the last few rounds. No, it goes from 70, 75 or something like that. Then it goes up and up and up to like maybe 100 and something at the very last bullet, which I'd say it's pretty neat for damage output in the long run. But for PvE, I find myself reloading way too often because of, well, I use hand cannons maybe a little bit too much. And overall, the number is pretty good, but there's a number of different auto rifles which are a lot better and you can actually get kind of easier. I'm not really sure though. Okay, first you get the number, the Valkadin, Uriel's gift, prosecutor, and the origin story. And I'd say all those are pretty easy to get, every single one of them. Like the numbers obviously from random drop from FWC, aka start getting those tokens if you really want this thing or any other Future World Call weapon. And as for the others, Gunsmith or Failsafe, and also Zavala and what is it called? The vendor from IO. I keep forgetting his name. Well, anyway, the number auto rifle is a pretty good auto rifle overall, and the archetype is also on the pretty good side, because it's basically the same exact archetype as the Uriel's gift. The only difference here is that it has a little bit more range depending on the perk selection you've got on the Uriel's gift, and on the number you have a little bit more stability, a little bit more handling depending on the perks you choose, and the Uriel's gift has a little bit better reload speed, and that's just about it. You have the same exact magazine size at 33, same exact rounds per minute at 450, and the only huge difference between the number being pretty good and Uriel's gift being the PvP monster that it can be sometimes is the fact that Uriel's gift has high caliber rounds, being that one perk that just changes gunfights in PvP overall just easily. Like, that's why the Mida is so overpowered. Well, anyway, smack that like button, hit the sub, drop the comment, and I'll see you guys later for another video on the channel. I'm out of here, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Genesis mine is no more.
Its arm. I wish to hang it in a place of honor. If it's been destroyed, bring me the ashes. I have constructed an urn.